is Chahinez. I am an Arabic interpreter, and I am a member of the Founding Translation 2017 graduating class. There were many obstacles standing in my way as I worked to fulfill my dream of becoming an interpreter. I immigrated to the United States about 10 years ago. I studied English in school. It's my third language, as I speak Arabic and French. So when I came to the United States, I didn't have. I lost you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, when I came to United States, I didn't have any trouble communicating with others. At that time, I wasn't thinking about becoming an interpreter. I never thought about getting a job and working. I am the mother of three children, Rizlan, Ayub, and Ihab. My husband wouldn't allow his wife to go out and work. But later, after my divorce, I faced financial hardship and needed a job, but how and where? I had no work experience. I started working at the Cheesecake Factory, and I also volunteered at my son's school interpreting for parents with limited English skills. I was receiving support from a social worker who recommended that I apply to Founding Translation. When I learned about FIT, I was very excited that I might become a professional interpreter. It was wonderful to learn that the program is free. I applied, and I was so happy to be selected for an interview. I remember meeting with Abby and Kelly, two of the staff members at Founding Translation. They told me about the program. But when they said that classes were in the evening, I felt like my dream of becoming an interpreter was going to end before it even started. I thought that the classes would take place during the day when the children were in school. But in the evening, I would have no one to take care of them. I didn't tell Abby or Kelly that I was feeling disappointed, that I couldn't participate. But then they started telling me about services to help the women with obstacles, and one of these services is childcare. That was the moment when I truly believed that my dream of becoming a professional interpreter might become real. During the program, I got to meet other women like me. They came from many different cultures and spoke many different languages. I enjoyed getting to know them and made friendships that I still have today. My children enjoyed being in childcare. They also made friends and learned a lot from the volunteers. Rizlan, Ayub, and Ihab are my #1 concern, but when I was in the classroom, I didn't have to worry about them. They were having fun, and they were safe. As single mom, this meant the world to me. The Founding Translation team also meant a great deal to me. The staff and the instructors made me feel like FIT wasn't just a job where they worked. They really care about us, and it's like we are a family. If I was sick or if my children were sick, they would check in on me. The classmates were the same, and we were always checking on each other. When I started working at FIT, I knew how to drive, but I was scared about parking between cars. So Daniel, one of the staff, taught me how to do this, even though this has nothing to do with interpreting. Founding Translation also helped me help with my son. He was having a hard time in the childcare program, and so at one point I talked with the staff about how to handle this. I thought that I was going to have to quit my studies. I felt overwhelmed and anxious. I didn't know what to do. Gay helped me by saying that the team was there to support me. She said that they would help me to find a babysitter for my son, and they did. That is what I meant about FIT being like a family. They care about you, and they will do whatever they can to help their students. This program not only met my needs, but it also went beyond my expectations. There have been huge changes in my life since I earned my certificate from Founding Translation. I became a professional interpreter, and this is like a miracle for me. Like many of the women in the program, I faced many challenges, but I was still able to complete my studies. Before I came to FIT, I didn't really believe in myself, and I wasn't capable of speaking up for myself. But that is no longer true. This program helped me learn more than facts like terminology and code of ethics and so on. I also learned how to get ready for an interview and how to convince an employer that I'm a good fit for a job. I learned how to speak up for myself and communicate with others. Since I have gotten my certificate, Karen, thank you so much, has helped me updating my resume, write new cover letters. I bother her almost, I don't know, once a week. She's too sweet. I learned about job openings. Founding Translation is still following up on me and help me with my career. I know they will always have my back, and I just can't thank FIT enough for continuing to follow us all along our journey. Thank you so much.